Especially during this last year, something in the air just makes everyone a lot closer and makes school feel like home.
Okay, so my name is Abdulaziz Thani. I joined Doha College in September 2010 as a preschool student. I've been here now around about 15 years. In year 13 right now, in my last year in A-levels.
Hi, I'm Hidaya Powell. I joined DC in FS1, so around 15 years ago, and now I'm in year 13. I think my earliest memory in DC was in reception on sports day, and we had a final race at the end of every sports day, and me and Pearl were running next to each other and we crossed the finish line together.
I think the earliest memory I have of DC was ironically the first day coming to preschool in around about 2010, the September. Coming in first day, maybe not being the most confident student, the most talkative person, as maybe some people will say I am today. A bit shy the first year, but thankfully the journey has been outstanding and we've been able to improve exponentially since then. I think when we speak of academic progress and how I've progressed throughout the last 15 years outside of the classroom, the main thing that comes to mind is coaching the Year 8 football team and helping them out with their training towards their tournament, towards their competitions. Football is something close to my heart and it's something I've tried to do throughout the years, tried to coach throughout the years.
I think being in the same school for so long, I've kind of felt like the only thing that was constant. Especially being a school in the Middle East, there's a lot of people coming and going, so a lot of friends leaving. The switch from the old campus to the new campus, even though I've been in the same place for such a long time, it doesn't feel that way. I feel like I've experienced a lot of change despite being in Doha College over the years.
I think when I speak about graduating from DC out after 15 years, a lot of people can come and say, well, 15 years, don't you feel sad, emotional, that you're going to be leaving somewhere you've been for such a long time? And I would say ultimately, look, you're gonna have to look forward to the next step. Okay, university is the next chapter of life. For some people, not for everyone. I think there's a lot of routes that people can take. University is not the only way. Ultimately, if you don't flick the page, you'll never reach the end of the book.
I think looking back, it's very surreal because I've been here for so long and it's hard to think that there's literally a whole life waiting for you out there. And so I'm very sentimental, but very hopeful for the future. And so I think we should all come together on the fact that this isn't the end, this is just the beginning.
I think ultimately when looking at the future, I think I've made it clear that the next step is going to be university, going to the United States, inshallah, and studying an engineering course. But I think there's much more to the future than just that. I think university is just a 3-4 year plan. After the 4 years, hopefully, maybe look into different opportunities. I think the world right now with the development of AI and technology as it is right now, there's many opportunities for people.
So my hopes and plans for the future is that I'm hoping to go study in London in politics, international relations, and economics. And then eventually I want to go into law. I think Doha College in terms of planning for the future has helped me in selecting my universities, what to look for, and then kind of preparing you for the outside world. Mentally, you can't prepare for transitioning from this kind of bubble into the real world, but I think Doha College definitely helped to soften the blow. And I think the student body, we are so supportive of each other despite the fact that we're like really competitive. It makes those times like study leave a lot more bearable, and our relationships with the head of years just makes the year more momentous in a way.